Hey everybody, it's Charlie from Daily Motor, and today we've got our first Volkswagen on the channel. That's right, this is a 2020 Volkswagen Golf. Now for 2020, they only come with one singular model of Golf. So this is just called the Golf TSI, really just Golf. Anyway, this is going to be a sound system review of its 6-speaker audio system. So we're going to go out and take a listen to some tracks out on the road, go through the sound system a little bit, and I'll give you my thoughts at the end. So before we get started, let's hop out, take a quick look at the car. So as I said, this is the one Golf for 2020. This is still the Mark 7 because the next generation of Golf, Mark 8, has already been announced and is on its way. However, it is not confirmed that the US will be getting the base Golf in the next generation. We may only be getting its sporty sibling, the GTI. So this might be the last Golf you see. 2020, singular model, singular trim I should say. If you want to see more on the car, check out the link in the description for our full review. But for now, this is just the audio system. Oh, let's get that beeping to go away. So typically we do these sound system tests with uncompressed WAV audio files on a USB stick plugged directly into the system, but for some reason I plugged my USB drive into the car and it wasn't reading the files. So I have those same uncompressed WAV audio files on my phone plugged directly in via Android Auto. So I can't confirm that they're playing at the highest bit rate possible as they are in all other cars, but it does sound pretty uncompressed, pretty darn good. Still giving me a pretty accurate representation of how these test songs sound in the vehicle. I've got high quality binaural microphones in both of my ears, so you should be getting the most realistic sound system experience available on YouTube. So let's go through and take a look at speaker grill locations. As I said, this is a 6-speaker car. I wasn't able to find a wattage from Volkswagen. The best I could find was it might be about 240 watts. But I can't confirm that info for you, so don't take it as gospel. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. It's gonna be a very easy speaker count. Because 5 and 6. Wait a minute. What is this? It's a fake speaker grill. That's ridiculous. So this is 5 and 6. These don't do anything. I wonder if maybe in the other Golfs, if those are speakers. That's pretty silly. All right. So for audio controls in the Golf, you've got this nice, what I believe is an 8-inch touchscreen here, controlling everything. You've got a nice audio knob here. Let's see how many times I can say nice in this review. Very good clicks on it. I like to see that. You also have steering wheel audio control right here. For track selection, you've got your steering wheel controls, your rotator knob right here, which if you were in standard, just like Bluetooth or something like that, would rotate through songs. In Android Auto, it's actually working as like a toggle switch, which is kind of interesting. So I could go here and I could actually click to pause or play or change tracks. And then you obviously have track selection here in the touchscreen. For audio inputs in the 2020 Golf, you have your standard AM, FM, as well as a USB-C port, singular USB-C, Bluetooth, Android Auto, Apple CarPlay support, and an SD card slot. So what are you missing? Well, you don't have a 3.5mm auxiliary input jack. You also don't have any sort of CD player. You can see where it used to go in previous Golfs right here, but no longer. So not a huge surprise. A lot of those are going away in cars these days, but still worth noting. So for audio adjustments, let's get this sound up a little bit here and actually go to menu, settings, sound settings, menu, sound right here. So you can change your standard forward, backward, left, right, fader, and balance. Pretty standard fare there. You also have a 3-way equalizer with treble. Mid-range. And bass. So you see, this is actually kind of cool. This is just an example of thoughtful engineering here in the system. When I slide one of these up and then slide it back to center, you see how it holds for a second? In case that's where I wanted it to, where I just wanted to come to center. So if I come up and then slide back to center, it holds there for a moment. Pretty nifty. And you also have some speed dependent volume adjustments here. All right, let's start it up and get out on the road. It is nice to see that your audio doesn't stop when you start the vehicle. This is actually the cheapest Golf that exists because there are only just a few dealer accessories and an automatic transmission for options on this car. Only 4 different colors and no trims, like I said, so with this manual transmission, this is as simple as they get for 2020. Alright, now that we're up to 70 miles per hour and not near any traffic, I'll let you listen to what it sounds like. So, quite a refined, quiet ride, especially for this price point and in this category of vehicles. Not much road noise, wind noise, engine noise. Pretty good. Alright, so for those of you who watch the channel regularly, you know this song can really stress a sound system. So let's see how this bass 6-speaker audio system here in the Golf handles it. Bass guitar coming in there kind of sounds pretty good. Not too bad. For a basic compact hatchback like this, an entry-level car, it's really not handling this song too badly. You can hear all the different instruments coming through. There's not a really satisfying amount of high end or low end, but I by no means would expect that in a car with no subwoofer and just not really real tweeters, just kind of two high-placed treble speakers. But it isn't really graining on my ears, and it's not falling apart. So that in and of itself is a feat, I would say. Let's tune into one more track here, and we'll wrap things up. So, final thoughts on the 2020 Volkswagen Golf 6-speaker audio system. It's class adequate. It's not gonna shock anybody. It doesn't sound amazing, especially compared to upper level Volkswagen systems like the Fender system in the Golf GTI, or any of the Harman systems, or even your Bose systems and things like that. But for an unlabeled standard 6-speaker system in a $24,000 car, I'm satisfied. The fact that nothing is grinding on my ears, I can hear most of the instruments coming through. It isn't super crisp, no, but for what it is, not too shabby. So if I were giving an objective rating to this system, I think I'd give it about a 4.5. That's not to say it's bad, it's just you gotta consider what it is. I mean, it's nothing great. It is helped out a little bit by this just being a very easy to use interface, very slick, not very reflective screen, so that's nice to have. Subjectively speaking, in this class, I'd give it about a 6.5, maybe even a 7. It's quite good compared to the other vehicles of this price point. So if you guys were able to get a good impression for the 2020 Golf's 6-speaker sound system. If you want to see more on the car, check out our full review coming soon in the description. If you like this video, please hit that subscribe button, like it, check out some of our other reviews, and we'll see you on the next one. I'm Charlie from Daily Motor, and as always, drive on.